Thank you for inviting me here today. I appreciate the opportunity to present Hudson's State of the City. 1 year ago, we stood before you and discussed our accomplishments and the challenges facing Hudson in the future. In 2013, we moved forward with determination to manage resources and strengthen delivery of services in a slowly recovering economic climate. We ended 2013 in a good financial position, maintaining our target of 40% in our carryover fund, and we are poised to end 2014 with a healthy carryover balance as well. Our forward thinking and strategic eye on the future have positioned us to face the challenges ahead. Before we look at those challenges, let's take a moment to look back at 2013 and see how well we performed in terms of economic development, citywide projects, and finances. We are excited about the successes we've seen with our proactive approach to economic development. In 2013, we attracted 8 new businesses and helped 3 businesses expand operations in Hudson. One example of a new and expanding business is Catastrophe Management Solutions. Last year, Catastrophe joined our list of Hudson companies, bringing 275 new full-time jobs and $8 million in payroll. After moving into their Hudson headquarters on Executive Parkway West, Catastrophe Management Solutions continue to expand by purchasing 2 vacant buildings. Currently, they are renovating 100 Executive Parkway with plans to establish a training center with space for additional expansion of core operations that will bring additional jobs to Hudson. They also purchased the former Windstream building on Executive Parkway, which will generate new jobs when the building is occupied. Continue to focus on economic development. Last year, 4 new medical care facilities opened in Hudson, including the Gables of Hudson, an assisted living center that brought more than 80 new jobs. Heritage of Hudson, a skilled nursing facility, repurposed the former Flood Company campus on Barlow Road, bringing 100 new jobs. The Crystal Clinic Orthopedic Center added 20 new jobs, and the new University Hospital, Rainbow Babies and Children's, will add to our job numbers as well. Additionally, CompMed Analysis, offering workers' compensation consulting services to hospitals, opened its new office on Georgetown Road. This 10,000 square foot space brought 35 new jobs to Hudson and provides room for future expansion. In 2013, we completed the infrastructure for Seasons Green Eco-Industrial Park, located on Seasons Road. It is the first industrial park in the state of Ohio that will target advanced and alternative energy companies. The infrastructure improvements were made possible through the collaborative efforts of the state of Ohio, the county of Summit, and the city of Hudson. The park is now ready for occupancy and will house up to 10 new buildings with over 1 million square feet of space. Allstate, one of Hudson's largest employers, completed a $20 million investment in facility upgrades to its Hudson data center, helping solidify the company's presence in Hudson. Allstate plans to complete additional phases of its renovation plans this year. KGK Landscaping, with about 12 employees, broke ground in 2013 for a new headquarters on Georgetown Road. Once the headquarters building is completed, KGK will begin Phase 2, which includes construction of a corporate events center. Lastly, Codno Photonics opened on Corporate Drive, bringing 10 new jobs to Hudson last year. Corporations not only located and expanded in Hudson, but our downtown retail businesses are thriving. First and Main is fully occupied in both the retail and office sections. While there was some turnover on Main Street, we anticipate those locations being filled very soon. Recently, new restaurants also have opened downtown, including the Peachtree Southern Kitchen, Johnny's Diner, and Jaipur Junction. It is clear our proactive approach to economic development has generated great results. Last year, we started working with Atlas Advertising to create an economic development marketing plan that would target increased business attraction and retention. With this plan, we are laying the groundwork to stimulate business growth and retention so local companies can take advantage of the improving economy. In addition to our economic development success, we also focused on a strategic approach to connectivity in Hudson. In last year's State of the City, we discussed our emphasis on improving roads and infrastructure. And in 2013, More than $6 million was spent on repairing and reconstructing Hudson streets. We continue to work with AMATS, our local transportation partner, on projects that will improve major roadways and decrease the cost to Hudson taxpayers. Through this collaborative effort, we received significant funding through AMATS that allowed us to resurface all of State Route 303 in Hudson, sections of Norton Road, Hines Hill Road, and Barlow Terrace roads. In addition to better roads, we work towards connecting neighborhoods with sidewalks and trails. We recognized that we had disparate plans for sidewalks and bike and hike trails. City staff, under City Council's direction and guidance, spearheaded a collaborative effort to bring all those plans into one. City Council appointed a connectivity committee to examine this combined plan that would provide safe community-wide pedestrian and bicycle connections. That plan, unveiled to Council in late 2013, is a 10,000-foot view of current and proposed connections, along with priorities, to be used as a guide as we move forward. In 2013, we also collaborated with Safe Routes to Schools to build a sidewalk on Glen Echo, added school flashing lights on North Hayden, and installed a new crosswalk on Middleton to help ensure the safety of our children when they walk to and from school. In addition to focusing on connectivity, we sought increased collaborations, both internally and externally, to help us work smarter, cut costs, and to provide more efficient service to our community. For example, the Keep Hudson Safe initiative is a collaborative program which includes Hudson Community First, the City of Hudson, and the Hudson City School District. This year, Keep Hudson Safe is working with the city to turn the Safe Schools Helpline into a community-wide Hudson helpline and make it available to residents to see something, say something, if they know someone plans to harm him or herself or others. The city has partnered with both organizations to make this plan a reality this year. Another collaborative effort is the Brandywine Creek Balanced Growth Initiative, a community-driven sustainability plan that will help cities balance economic growth while conserving valuable natural resources. Brandywine Creek is being urbanized faster than any other watershed. It is an integral part of our stormwater management plan. Preserving the integrity of Brandywine Creek is vital to Hudson. We have been working with the Cuyahoga River Community Planning Organization and other communities to address issues regarding environmental stewardship of the Brandywine Creek watershed. Part of positioning Hudson for the future involves creating a more vibrant and connected community by redeveloping the western portion of First and Main. Keeping with our strategic plan, City Council recently formed a redevelopment committee to make recommendations about how best to develop this area. In addition, we worked with Main Street merchants and a consultant to develop a vision for a new streetscape in front of their stores to enhance the look of downtown. We will begin construction on this project this year. Seeking better internal collaboration, we combined 8 city departments from 3 separate locations into one city municipal services center located on Executive Parkway. The move has provided better communication and access among departments that previously was hampered by physical separation. We were always looking for ways to do more with less, and the new facility has generated greater efficiencies by sharing equipment and services, cross-training staff, and sharing employees among departments. Mindful of the economic situation, we continue to seek efficiencies that enhance our services and keep costs down. At Ellsworth Meadows Golf Club, for example, we recycled grindings from our road projects into cart paths, fulfilling the course's needs and saving us $5,000. We also reused items from the Youth Development Center to upgrade fuel service for Ellsworth Meadows vehicles and in remodeling the clubhouse, saving $7,000. We continue to look for these savings in every department and in every project. As another example of seeking greater efficiencies, we replaced lighting in the fire department bays with high-efficiency LEDs, providing a cost savings that will allow us to recoup our lighting costs within 2 years. And rather than purchase new fire trucks in 2013, we refurbished the current 1992 brush truck and upgraded our 2010 utility pickup truck, saving approximately $60,000 by extending the service life 5 to 8 years. And while healthcare premiums continue to rise, we successfully reduced our healthcare costs for 2014. After negotiations with our healthcare insurer and applying savings from last year, we were able to receive a 4.3% decrease in our healthcare renewal this year. The savings were a result of changes to our healthcare plan combined with a new employee wellness program. As we review our progress in 2013, let's take a look at our finances. Financially, we ended the year in a very good condition, with a carryover fund well above our targeted 40%. The carryover, along with our conservative approach to budgeting and expenditures, has helped us achieve and maintain our Standard & Poor's and Moody's AAA rating. This continues to save us money on debt interest. We are one of only a handful of cities in Ohio that have this high rating. Now, let's look forward into 2014 to gain insight to economic development initiatives, citywide programs, and finances. Let's start by looking at our projected finances for 2014. Our fiscal conservatism has helped us weather the economic storm that has hit nationwide over the past 5 years. However, going into 2014, state cuts to the local government fund and the elimination of the estate tax will continue to impact our bottom line. With the general economic recovery and the success of our aggressive economic development program, we anticipate ending 2014 with 3% more in income tax revenue than in 2013. However, with the elimination of the Ohio estate tax and reductions in local government funding, the general fund has lost approximately $2 million, 10% of its annual revenue. This loss is expected to be permanent. Therefore, we continue to take an aggressive approach to managing expenditures, not only this year, but every year moving forward. In spite of this, we project to end 2014 with carryover reserves above our 40% target. The good news is that our forward-thinking and conservative budgeting has generated a healthy cash reserve that will cover losses from state funding cuts in 2014, yet it is not enough. We must continue to analyze all city operations to determine what efficiencies and cost reductions can be achieved. Without taking corrective measures now, we risk depleting our reserves to a balance below our 40% target. To help address this situation, City Council recently formed an ad hoc finance subcommittee to help find ways to balance expenses and revenues for long-term growth. The finance director and I will be working with this subcommittee as we identify ways to improve the planning and budgeting process and seek opportunities to restructure city administration to achieve the highest levels of service at the lowest cost. The goal is to examine our budget process and look for new ways to add value to your tax dollars while maintaining our 40% carryover in future years. In addition to focusing on finances, we will continue our forward-looking approach to economic development to actively attract new businesses while helping current businesses expand and grow in Hudson. Our new marketing strategy will help us stay competitive in today's market and maintain Hudson's attractiveness to businesses and site selectors. This year, we look forward to breaking ground on buildings in the Seasons Green Eco-Industrial Park. We also anticipate further growth in Hudson Crossing Business Park, adding to the park's current tenant, Meyer Distributing. We also will focus on filling existing office and flex space currently available throughout the city. While we are mindful of the financial challenges ahead of us, we continue to position Hudson for the future by providing high-quality services and capital projects for our citizens. Let me mention some of the projects scheduled for 2014. We are continuing our focus on infrastructure, roads, sidewalks, and trails. We will resurface Middleton Road after the Akron Water Department finishes its water line bolt replacement project on that street. In 2014, we will be spending more than $5 million in road constructions and resurfacing. While we don't have as many significant MS-funded projects this year, we are planning to resurface Hudson Drive from Norton to Terex, resurface Ravenna Street from Stowe to Stone Roads, and reconstruct Division Street after we complete the water and sewer line replacement. We are moving ahead with the Main Street Streetscape project to enhance and beautify the sidewalk and parking areas. After holding meetings with local merchants and our consultant, we will be presenting a preliminary plan to the public this summer, with construction scheduled for 2015. Other infrastructure projects include relining sewers on Division, Hartford, Sunset, and Clarehaven, as well as completing a major water line replacement on Division Street. We also are planning for construction of Veterans Trail Phase 1, a 1 1/4 mile multi-use trail that runs along Hinesville Road from the Boston Heights corporate line to Prospect Road. The Downtown Phase 2 Redevelopment Committee, now in full swing, will be bringing its recommendations to Council regarding developing additional areas in First and Main. As required by our charter, Council will appoint a Comprehensive Plan Review Committee and a Charter Commission Review Committee this year to make recommendations for changes to these documents. Hudson Public Power will begin a major lighting project along State Route 91. The project includes adding LED street lighting from Barlow Road to Georgetown Road. Our stormwater work continues with the enlargement of the culvert under the Norfolk and Southern Railroad line in the Atterbury area. This is just an example of the many projects we have planned for this year. We are very proud of our accomplishments in 2013 and look forward to building on these successes to help ensure 2014 is bright and prosperous for our community. Building a better future for Hudson takes leadership, dedication, perseverance, and a willingness to face the many challenges ahead. As you can see from this presentation, we are in a good position as we move forward and face the challenges ahead.